On the beat, man.
Bucka. Ha. You know the deal. This is me, dog. Beats by Supremo for all of my people, Negroes and Latinos, and even the Grand.
Let's get it. I'm good with that.
We definitely got waves. Yeah. Welcome back to another great week of Intellectually Ignorant, man. Shout out to everybody out there on the pod listening.
Shout out.
You know what I mean? We back in the spot once again. We got to do it for the fam. Do it for the people out there. Do it for the culture. Give me 1 second.
Do it for my mom.
Talk to him real quick, Trey.
How you doing? My name is Troy, a.k.a. my real name is Travis. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the spot. Know what I'm saying? Stalling this shit for Mr. Colonel.
I'm back at it again. The fuck is good with y'all, man? We out here, man. Intellectually Ignorant, episode 24, man. Shout out to everybody on SoundCloud subscribing once again, man. We back for another great week. You know what I mean? I know y'all hear my man in the background. We had to bring a man of good faith through the building since we left y'all naked last week with nothing, you know what I'm saying, to keep y'all covered and smothered. But we back once again, man. We got the man of good faith, John Noe, in the building. He in the cut, just peeping game, staying lame like he is, you know what I'm saying? Y'all seen him on episode, what was that, 8? What was you on, 8, bruh?
Yeah,
the what?
Aqua episode.
Stop it. Never was the Aqua, nigga. Anyways, man, we out here once again, man. It's been a crazy couple weeks since the last time we spoke, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start it off, man. Drake and Meek again? Yo, what's up with Meek again, bro? Going at Drake again?
I really don't even follow that stuff.
Stop it, dog. Yo, Meek gotta just hang it up, bro. It's over. It's OV. It's done. There's no reason to reignite that shit. This shit is done. What happened. You didn't handle it the right way, and it's over. Stop trying to reheat that old beef, man. Then you got Young Berg and Bow Wow. The most senseless rap beef ever in fucking history.
Tell me about this. I'm like...
There's no reason to tell you about nothing. The shit was so fast, there's no reason to even talk about it. You know
Bow
what I
Wow
mean?
rap still?
No, that's the whole point. Like, you're not even relevant. Like, he talking about... Yo, this shit was so crazy, man. I don't even want to discuss that or even bring no energy into that, man. You got Villanova and Kansas. Who they playing? Kansas right now? North Carolina, yeah. Shout out to North Carolina. Everybody out there at CIA. You know what I'm saying? Everything was lit this year. You know what I'm saying? We got the man of good faith, Mr. Holly. Chris Holly Fitness in the building, ascending to greatness. Make sure y'all cop them tees, man. ChrisHollyFitness.com. Y'all know he got them new tees, man. Make sure y'all check his shit out, man. And we live, man. We about to definitely get into this episode. It's definitely lit, man. But, you know, I told y'all about my man Trey V. He in the spot. Trey V, talk to the people, man. You finally came through, man. Where the fuck you been? What took you so long, man?
Well, I've been working. I've been waiting for stuff like this. I'm always like anxious to share ideas with people and speak with people, because I feel like with the energy that's like building up right now in the city in general, like the more communication that we have between each other, I think the more informed everybody will be, because I mean that's just a part of the struggle, like people suffering from not having information and being misinformed. So
Yeah.
like Buffalo being a place that it is, like I honestly didn't see a lot of stuff until after high school. So
What you mean by that? Like, what you mean by a lot of
like
stuff?
being segregated. Like I saw it, but I didn't understand it through the terms of like segregation. Like I just knew like shit, the black people on the east side and the white people where it's nice at, you know what I'm saying? The Puerto Ricans on the west side. Like, you know, I didn't understand like demographics and socialism and shit like that. Like understanding how it's like certain systems that's keeping people in certain areas, and it's just like things like gentrification, you know what I'm saying? Little shit that affect the area, and whether it like boom or deteriorate, and it's happening around the world. So like seeing Buffalo actually coming up and being a part of it, and like not, and more than just the arts, but like actually working in the city, is like it's crazy, and we have a part in that. It's just like what we do, like what we doing. Like motherfuckers could just be like partying and shit, and like watching the city go up around them and be like, oh shit, I didn't even know this shit was here. But like every day motherfuckers is like, you know what I mean, a part of some shit. It's like crazy shit going on. So
let the people know out there who don't know like exactly who you are and what you do, you know what I'm saying? Because I know people probably like, who the fuck is this nigga on here? You know what I mean?
My name is Travis, Travis Rogers. I'm a graduate of performing arts. Yo, I say that at every show. I just be like, yo, fuck all this shit. My name is Travis Rogers. What the
Yo,
like?
you probably the only artist who scream his whole government though.
Yo, cause I'm not scared of nothing though. Like I feel like a lot of people, a lot of what some people create for themselves is something to like hide who they are, and I've done that naturally without even having nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I
think that's the way we raised. Like you know, a lot of people like say like we grow up, you might know somebody who dress a certain way, or you know what I'm saying, may portray a certain image, but you talk to that person and they're nothing like that. Like the totally opposite.
Like you.
It's just adapted to the environment. Here you go. Like it's just like adapting to the environment. You know what I'm saying? I feel like more so that's the way we raised. We raised to adapt to what makes us feel safe naturally. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's crazy, bro. Like, okay, that's interesting you say that because that's a real thing. Like, I watched The Butler, you know what I'm saying, and that showed the other side of it, like how, in the same sense, we are black in America and like in the world and society. In order for us to get to thrive and have a sense of like something, we have to like be a certain way, and it's the same way that like house niggas had to come in the house and like they don't want to hear you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got, just like your, like I know my mother was like, yo, you better fix yourself. You going in there with them people, they ain't going. It's like we gotta automatically like change our sense of self to adjust to the world outside of us. You know what I'm saying? And it's like indoctrinating us with these ideas that like take away from our confidence, our whole sense of self, just to fit into their system. Like, fuck who you is. You this. You your social security number. You gonna be like this. And it's like that shit is crazy, bro. Because it's like things like, to me, things like art is where you can like challenge it. Like from movies to film, like, you know what I mean, plays. It's where people that understand these things put it in perspective for other people that might not get it. Even cartoons, like cartoons that had the simplest shit, but it be some real ass shit like that people just too slow to pay attention to and shit.
That's a fact. So you feel like that, like for letting people know, like you do music, and stuff. So you feel like that affects the music that around the city, or like how do you feel like that corresponds with your music?
Well, the reality is, man, it's all energy, bro. Like, I'm just a person like any other person, like, and there's mad people that's good at like rapping and making music, and I understand that, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I feel like the more important thing about art in general, and I learned this from being a visual artist, it's like, it's not so much what you're doing, it's like where you coming from with it, you know what I'm saying? That communicates to people. It's literally spiritual and divine, bro, because like we all got our own stories and shit that we went through, and somebody else just speaking about their struggle and having been through some shit, like when you talk to a motherfucker from Africa or some shit, or you hear them speak about what they went through, all you could do is be like, damn, like you feel that shit, you literally feel it, because it's like, yo, I couldn't even fathom that shit, like the fact that they even, and it's like, it's the same thing with us amongst our struggles and shit, because as people, that's how we thrive, like getting together and talking about some painful shit and letting that shit out. That's doing the same thing, like literally,
right?
It's doing that for somebody else, and like we helping each other. And that's the most important thing. I think, like, I never attacked this shit like oh yeah, I'm just trying to be like popping and shit. I just was like, yo, I really was going through some shit, started writing, and like I ain't have nothing else, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm gonna have to work, go to school for the rest, and like survive for the rest of my life. And I don't see myself just working a job to like, I don't care about shit. Like, I don't care about like the shit, the Bow Wow shit. I don't care about none of this shit in the world. All I care about is some real shit and like bringing more real shit. So it's like, I'm good with having like nothing. Like all of this shit is like, this a shirt that a fan gave me, bro. Like I don't give a fuck about this shit. I need to get my bread so I can get in this fucking studio and like get this shit out my head so that motherfuckers can hear my voice.
What do you have inside of your head?
Man, bro, like I got some crazy shit. It's crazy beautiful though, because I realize like what people think is crazy is just what they don't understand, and like
people fear what they don't understand. That's true. Indeed. That's human nature. You know what I'm saying? For some strange reason, you make me want to play Zelda.
Zelda, bro. Zelda. I never played that game in my life.
Yo, I don't know. I just thought about Zelda.
I always used to watch people playing that. I never played
Zelda. But on some real shit though, like, what do you feel like you trying to convey? Like, cause I understand your point, like having something inside your head and you like, yo, you gotta get that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta find that artistic way to get this shit out. So, what do you feel like you gotta portray, or you trying to get to the people? What message are you trying to convey? What do you represent?
Well, I believe in it's like simple, like just me being myself and just being myself and believing in myself is gonna show other people that they can believe in themselves. And that's like, I feel like it'd be so cliche sounding, but it's like we have to once you practice it and you see it, like I've seen people that like they change their life, like literally how they living. They like, it's like, yo, and when you see it, you just be like almost like in disbelief, like, wait a minute, is this possible? And that's beauty, because it really is though. And like, it's just self-control, taking your life into your own hands. Like, and I ain't did shit but just believe in myself, and all the people around me, like, that shit just put right onto them, and they be like, bro, like when I used to bust y'all ass in the gym, I used to have all the dudes that was like, they wasn't really that good. All they needed was a push of confidence. I'm like, yo, let's get it. We had these niggas.
Everybody who really know how Kern get down, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to go into that. But I don't know if you remember about this conversation we
20
had.
for 70.
Definitely had the bad shooting percentage. I got to keep it a buck. But I was putting up numbers. Fuck it. But what I was about to say, I don't know if you remember, like a couple years ago, I told you, man, keep going with your shit, dog. I said keep that weird shit going, and I didn't mean to say weird, but I did mean to say weird.
You help. I want to tell you something too, because I was gonna say this at the crib, because like when shit pop off, I don't want nobody to think I can't be fake, bro. You helped me with my cadence on that Get High joint. Every time somebody hear that joint, they always like, yo, who is this first nigga? Because you was really just like, you was wilding, bro. You was like showing yourself on the track. Yeah. And like, I'm like, damn. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, okay. And when I spit that joint, I'm like, I just roll that weed, I'm on my doja flow. I'm like, oh, yeah. Everybody was like, yo, that shit was raw, how you switch your flow. I'm like, wow, okay. So I gotta practice my cadence. I gotta like, and like you said, I just gotta be myself.
That's
like,
all you gotta do, man. And I ain't gonna lie, like I be running into motherfuckers and shit, and I be like, yeah, I ran into Trav, blah blah blah. They be like, yo, what's up with Trav? Trav on this weird shit. Trav on this, crack, and I be like, Trav all spaced out. I be trying to tell motherfuckers like, yo, Trav not spaced out. He not. I'm like, Trav is in a space that free, you don't understand.
I'm free. That's
Trav
all
is really an artist. I be trying to tell motherfuckers it's a difference between rappers, singers, and artists. And I said Travis is really an artist, and you got to understand when somebody get into a certain space, you can't understand. You're not supposed to understand it because they don't truly understand it.
Right.
That's why they trying to get that shit out their brain, because they don't understand, but they know it's something in there cooking up and it got to come out. So, I mean, I always, and you know that anybody, that's what the rap game need. That's what the hip hop game need right now. Anyway, I'm tired of listening to these motherfuckers busting traps and shooting guns, and that shit is lame, bro. I don't really like. If you live in that life, that's cool. But how many motherfuckers live in that life? You know what I'm saying? Like, I be wanting to hear about the other shit, man. That's why I like motherfuckers like Chance the Rapper, Wiz Khalifa. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like that. I like that type of different shit, bro. But that's cool though. So what's up with the art voice, man? You was beefing with the art voice, man. What's going on with that, man? What's up?
I'm always talking some shit about these publications because I feel like it's like a revolution, bro. Like if we don't speak up against the things that we feel is unfair, ain't nothing gonna change. They're just gonna keep doing the shit. And I mean, I ain't always right about that shit, but it is what it is. I looked at the B.O.B. Best of Buffalo, and it's like, I can't knock nobody's shit, but it's like, yo, who are they listening to that nobody that's actually good?
Who was some of the niggas on that shit? Name these niggas' names, bro.
First of all, I don't know nobody's name on there. But prime example, prime example, I know them. I'm not knocking nothing. Like I'm not saying nobody shouldn't be on. None of them shouldn't be on there. I'm not gonna say none of them shouldn't be on there. I'm gonna say other people should be on there though.
Right.
You know, so like.
Fact, man. Our voice get my man Trey V in there. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all ain't see Buku
Man,
Slugs.
fuck me. Westside Gun, Conway,
Westside Gun,
John O.
You know
like somebody that's like doing cool stuff.
Y'all
Like
see these motherfuckers out here who been putting in work for years. Don't make niggas come into the Art Voice building with the pistols,
that building
man.
is very small, and the public is definitely
will smack one of y'all
nice.
niggas going to Starbucks to get a coffee, man. I know y'all go to Spot Coffee right on Elmwood. It's lit.
We fuck with the public.
You know what I mean? Real shit though, man.
Shout out to the public.
Shout out to the public kitchen. But we might need that look though, so shout out to the Art Voice too.
Bro, don't worry.
It's all good.
Don't worry. I can hook you up with the public, bro.
But yeah, man, make sure you're speaking into the mic. What you got coming up, man? For the summer 16.
What we got coming up? First of all, for April, don't forget City of God. That's his Hitch Bernie and friends. That's gonna be at 557 Hurdle, I believe. City of God. You can find it on Instagram. Shit is gonna be lit. Letitia.
Tisha.
We got Father coming the 16th. I'm trying to see what's
Father.
good.
Shout out to
See what's
Father. We
good
gotta
with
get
that.
Father on the pod.
And Freddie Gibbs coming.
Yeah, I
the
seen
27th.
Gangsta Gibbs on the joint 26.
Yeah,
We gotta
so
go.
you know, like I've been working with the waiting room, like opening these shows and shit. I don't really know for sure what's going on the ticket of these next two, so I ain't gonna speak on that too soon. But we got the hip hop karaoke that I'm hosting with the Golden Girls, which is
Man,
pretty.
what the fuck is up with the Golden Girls, man? I hit them up, man. We need to get the Golden Girls on the show, man.
I could do that. We can set that up. They really be busy, like.
I know they do. I see they shit. They be lit. Yeah, I mean, shout out to the Golden Girls, man.
Yeah, shout out to the Golden Girls. I say that a lot during the set. Yeah.
We need some good white power on the show, man.
Definitely. Yo, on some G shit, bro. That's real friends right there. Like, shout out to Donnie Arthur, Gabrielle husband, from the Golden Girls. Like, the man went half with me on the motherfucking tickets, bought $200 worth of tickets,
why you need
drove me to the show. Like, yo, bro, I'm like, yo, my nigga, bro.
If you ain't got no white friends, I feel
that believe. Have some friends that believe in your shit. What? That's all you gotta do is believe in yourself and keep motherfuckers around you that's positive and believe in themselves.
How the ladies treating you? Been having any unprotected sex lately?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes, I actually do. You know,
okay.
And I'm not ashamed to say it because like I like to sleep with women, like beautiful women.
Multiple women or just one?
One at a time.
One at a time.
Yeah. You know, cool. Honestly, keeping it honest.
Do any extracurricular drugs besides marijuana?
Oh my gosh! Do you want me to incriminate myself?
You got a mushroom connect? I need some mushrooms.
I don't do the shrooms, man, but I do got the kinesis.
You got? I need to holler at him. Cause I ain't had no mushrooms since like November 15th.
Yeah,
2015.
Yeah, I'm trying to spare sad, man.
Definitely,
I feel you.
Definitely, man.
I'm more like I be tripping, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What
like,
you
I'm more into the spiritual shit.
You be on your spiritual shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let the people know what's up, man. Let's spit a little something for them or something. Let the people know what's going on, man.
Well, you mean like a verse?
Yeah.
Oh shit! You know a nigga had the nerve to yo, let me see if you got some bars or something. Like, yo, dude, I'm trying to make music, but I got you though.
If you want, you ain't got it.
Of course though. Like this is what we do. Like shit, I want to rap at all times. Shit.
I mean, yeah, you a rapper.
Been doing it for the culture since Hova was on mixtapes. I was born to dictate, get your shit straight. Never follow orders, pretty color made of the sun. Raised in hell since day one. Play clothes from thrift stores, same gear I wore to school when all the brown skinned girls ain't think I was cool. Trying to keep my mind on the books, off them broads. Basement full of dance majors, I would walk them halls. Often calls got interrupted by moms cause the progress report says Travis is sleeping in class. And whenever he's awake, he's chasing some ass. Does a lot of socializing, I don't think he gon' pass. Confident, self-conscious, with a 20 in my pocket. Our history was pissing me, college cuties kissing me, and that ain't the half of the shit. Writing raps, bring it back, it just made me mad at the shit. I'm thinking how to make it right. Now I'm making life choices, voices in my head saying, true, do what you like. The proof is in the sight, my vision getting clear. The image that's in the mirror appeared closer than it seems. Shit, I guess I'm getting closer to my dreams then. Got off that roller coaster full of scheme, man. I just shine when it's time for it, spoil them with the aura, got the heart and the mind for it. Yeah. I ain't gonna sing the rest because the rest is a pretty dope song.
Yeah. True EV, man, live on Intellectually Ignorant, man. Amen. Man of good faith definitely stepped in the building, and we appreciate it, man. Let the people know where they can find you, man, before you hop up out of here.
Yo, you can find me on the west side of Buffalo, New York, Elmwood Village.
Yo, I'm an Elmwood Village nigga too now. I like that area, yo. I'm never moving out of there.
Bro.
Here, I'm never moving out of the village, though.
Yeah, bro. I can't wait to buy my mom a fucking house on Richmond.
I see you creeping in Askers on Elmwood a few times. You ain't think I peeped you. I was creeping. I seen you. Shout out to Askers on Elmwood for the fresh juices. You know what I mean? Make sure you get your fresh juices in the morning, man. Askers definitely gonna hold it down, man. But yeah, man, we Intellectually Ignorant. We got our next guest coming up. We're going to take a quick break, holler at our sponsors, and get the fuck up out of here, you dig? Intellectually Ignorant 1000. Woo.
Need help achieving your health and fitness goals? Visit chrishollyfitness.com. Specializing in weight training, calisthenics, body control, and nutritional programs. Hit up chrishollyfitness.com right now for your new Ascend to Greatness t-shirts. chrishollyfitness.com. Ascend to Greatness. And while you're at it, make sure you visit Yarmos Muse at 700 Main Street, downtown Buffalo, New York. Yarmos Muse specializes in vintage clothing, fashion, and a lot of other great things. Make sure you visit Yarmos Muse. You get your hair dreaded, you get a haircut, you might even get some butt on the side. But shout out to Yarmos Muse at 700 Main Street. Make sure you tell them Alfredo Pound sent you. One.
What's shaking? We back. Intellectually ignorant. We got a young woman of good faith in the building. Had to come through. You know what I'm saying? She was busy working out and drinking great vegetable juices and things of that nature. So in between all that, I had her come through on the podcast. Miss LaLaWoods.
Hello.
AKA the G.U.G.A King. Is it G.U.G.A? How you say that
Yeah,
shit?
how do they say it? Yeah, G.U.G.A is one thing, right? And then there's G.U.G.A.
Oh shit! Explain that, because I was kind of, you know, I'm a culture. I'm a fan of the culture, the hip hop culture, and I know the young man of good faith, Mr. Barker, was that G.U.G.A?
Yes, G.U.G.A.
Okay, shout out to him.
Yeah, so a lot of people mix up the two, but we are G.U.G.A, not G.U.G.A.
Not G.U.G.A.
Yeah, so it's a whole nother pronunciation, a whole nother lifestyle.
What does that stand for?
Get up, get active.
I thought it was get up and get active.
Get up, get active.
Oh, I thought you said get out. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I got a headache right now. But how did you come off that? Like, was it a play off of his branding?
No, you know what's funny is, until about maybe a year ago, I didn't even realize it was similar.
Get the fuck out.
Until somebody said it, and I was like, oh shit. It is the same thing, isn't it? Like, because nobody had ever misinterpreted it,
Right.
because my clients don't G.U.G.A.
Right, they don't.
And so it's never like, you know what I mean? So very recently somebody said it and I was like, oh yeah, I never realized we were twins.
Yeah, definitely.
We were like siblings.
They ain't had no beef or nothing. They hit you up like,
Oh no, because they don't want beef with the G.U.G.A queen.
Problems.
They don't want no problems with the G.U.G.A queen.
OJ, them definitely
They're
don't
my
want no
boys
problems.
though, but I really had no idea. And we are in two different lanes, you know. I believe they're all about getting up and getting
Right,
money. I'm assuming that's my first thought is money.
right.
When I think of the get up and go get it, right? Don't lay in bed. But G.U.G.A is a whole different lifestyle. So the thought process is so
Let the people know
different.
what that lifestyle is about. Let them know
So
what that
the
is.
G.U.G.A life is, you know, when you wake up in the morning, you be like, oh, I'm fat. And then,
I definitely done had a few of them thoughts.
so that's normally what happens. You wake up and be like, oh, I'm fat. So then you say, oh, I'm going to join the gym. Wrong answer.
Ooh, why is that the wrong answer?
Because what you're going to do is you're going to give the gym about $1,000 of your money, and you're going to utilize maybe about $300 worth of services. So the gym is not it. The gym is a lifestyle, which you must acquire. So just because you're fat, going to the gym is not going to assist you with that. So get up and get active is all about finding your niche.
Right.
In terms of being active. So when you wake up and say, oh, I'm fat,
Right.
G.U.G.A is all about, okay, what can I do on a regular basis that I love to do to maintain a certain level of activity?
Right.
So that's what it's all about. And it's really about doing anything from myself personally. I first started with dance because I'm a dancer by nature. I play flag football, work
When you
with
say
kids.
dancer, you're not talking about it. Adult entertainment dancer, correct?
No, although I did start my LaX class, which is kind of similar, but
LaX?
LaX.
Yeah,
Shout out to the strippers.
Not the Buffalo strippers, because the Buffalo strippers is trash bag. I don't care if they listen
It takes
to
a
this.
lot of courage to
Yo,
do what they do.
It take a lot of courage to strip in Buffalo. What the fuck? Yo, I'm not gonna even go in on y'all, because y'all so terrible. I seen some pictures of these bitches at the dungeon. Oh my God, I'm not gonna go in on y'all. Just blessings. Blessings, man. Anyway, go ahead, Lala.
I forgot what I was saying. I was so sad for
You was
the
talking
strippers
about
because you were
starting out
going
by
in.
dancing. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes. So for me personally, my personal story, when I woke up and found out that I was fat and I didn't like it.
Yo, how you wake up and find out?
Because, you know,
fat, dude?
for some time, you don't know. That's how people feel like, you know, people say all the time, like, oh, I don't know how she didn't know she was that big. Like, you know, because they look at big people. There is a period of time where you kind of don't know.
Right.
It kind of sneak up on you. So there's a difference between just being fat and then being uncomfortable with yourself.
When you figured this out?
Yeah, I was at the time.
Yeah, because you get real comfortable when you be in a relationship.
The relationship wasn't necessarily it. I always had horrible eating habits. I always ate like a 300-pound fat lady. Even in high school. When I used to get out of school in high school, I used to go to Wendy's right after school. And I used to get 2 junior cheeseburger deluxes, nuggets, a fry,
and a drink for $1.
and maybe a chili if I was like really hungry.
You savage. Yo, because we used to go get the two burgers. We used to go get the nugget and the drink and all for the $5.
Right.
Faithfully after basketball practice.
Exactly. And I was coming from drill practice. You know, I was coming from being active. Right. So it wasn't affecting me specifically in a certain way, but it was my habit. Right. So when I graduated high school and I stopped being as active, I still ate like a savage. Right. And thus, just sneak up on you. One day you wake up, you're like, oh, ho, ho.
So how do you go from being
200 pounds?
You was 200?
5 foot nothing.
Damn, how you go from that to running your own? Let the people know what you do. Yo, she lit out here on the fitness game. Let them know how you go from that to running your
I didn't know. You know, I'm not really a part of the lit generation, so I don't know when I hit the lit mark.
How you go from that to doing your own workout program, your own fitness program?
I mean, literally, and I feel like I was just having this conversation with somebody, like, most fitness people was fat, and that's why we in fitness. Like, that's how it happened for most of us. But essentially what happened is I was fat. Right. And then I was over it. And then it took me some time to, you know, come back down to reality. Right. And then when people realized where I've come from, it started being, oh, what did you do? How do I? So, you know, you start giving out advice and whatever the case. Well, this is what I did. Right. One thing led to another, and it kind of turned into a career. So I started teaching Zumba classes, which my class is La Zumba, because it's my Zumba. It's not that Puerto Rican guy. It's a completely different thing. So
yeah, shout out to the Ricans, man. Shout out to
although I love nothing against the Ricans, I love Puerto Rican music. I listen to all type of music.
Puerto
so
Rican
my
music.
class,
what is that?
Reggaeton. And what, Puerto Rican music?
I just be fucking with people. I be like, what is Puerto Rican music?
Well, you know, just the easiest way to do it is white music, black music. You just go based off the color. You can't. You don't just go right. You can't because if I said hip hop, we may have a different interpretation of what hip hop is. Because the hip hop I listen to is not the shit they play on the radio. So I can't just start throwing out terms like hip hop, black people's music. Right. So I just go on color. But But yeah, so I started La Zumba, and then a few years into that, I couldn't get up and go to work anymore because I loved what I did on my days off so much more. Right. And one thing led to another, and here I am.
Damn, that's crazy. It's crazy how the motivation that make people get in shape, because I remember what started me getting in shape. This diesel ass nigga inboxed my girl. You know what I'm saying? No, 100 though. I'm like, yo, this nigga diesel as hell. Who the fuck this nigga think he is, man? And I'm like, yo, like, usually you could beat a nigga up. Usually, you know what I'm saying? I look better than that nigga. I got more money than that nigga. Fuck
it was a
that.
rap.
With a motherfucker more diesel than you, ain't shit you can do, man. So, yo, 100, bro. I got in that gym. I was like, it's OV.
Yeah, most people get into shape, want to get into shape because something is coming up. Oh, it's the summer. It's so wet. No, not in Buffalo. That's why, you know what? That's why most people struggle in Buffalo, because it's never the summer. Right. Summer is just a couple months. Even like now, most people usually start to get into it like between February, March, because the snow stop, you know, hitting the ground. But it's snowing. It's April. You still ain't motivated yet. Yeah. It's crazy.
That's a fact, man. That's what's up, man. So you go from that to that. What else do you do? Do you do anything else besides the fitness?
Well, my company, La Movement Fitness, we do a bunch of different stuff. I work in 9 different after-school programs, so we work with the kids to promote healthy eating, live an active lifestyle, because the reason why I ate Wendy's every day after school, because nobody told me how dangerous that was going to be in a couple of years. Right. So just trying to get the kids to be more proactive, especially in the urban community, because I feel like we struggle the most. Right. We're dying every day from diseases that we don't necessarily get at a higher rate, but we die at a higher rate from.
I be trying to
diabetes.
tell this nigga right here with the Jordan pants on. I be trying to tell him, man, to stop eating like that. He be crazy.
Oh, because he thinks because he's skinny that he won't die of a heart attack tomorrow.
And shit. You know what I'm
But it
saying?
is though.
Shout out
But
to my
it
man
is.
John. He got the Michael Jordan denim jeans on in here, man.
No, but it
Cuban
is.
specials.
It is though. It's a common misconception in our community because when we grow up, we rib, right? So it's always the fat jokes like you so fat that. So it's skinny or fat and that's good or bad. But that's wrong. Like skinny people die every day of cancer, heart attack, diabetes.
Facts.
It's not just about being
crazy as
fat.
shit. I don't know if y'all know my homie. I ain't gonna call him my homie. Let me stop saying that about niggas I really don't fuck with like that. But I don't know if y'all know the young man of good faith over on Cortland. Damn, I forgot son name. Man, 30 years
me
old
with
had a
that.
heart attack, B.
Yeah.
Like 30 years old had a heart attack, son. I can't think of his name right now. I was just crazy as hell. My head pounding.
Yeah, I know somebody who passed last
Yeah.
year. She had to be like 32
Son
of
just
a
had
heart attack. So it's all about what's in the inside. Like you can be skinny on the outside and your insides are working
Facts.
triple time overtime and you're
I
not
be telling
putting
niggas
good
all the
in.
time, you gotta stop eating that corner store food, man. I
Oh
know
yeah,
niggas who
anything
live-
from don't get me started on corner stores.
You can't live off of
I don't
corner store
support
food,
Habibi.
Motherfucking Kim's Kitchen and goddamn Lenovo's, man. This shit not go. That shit crazy, dog. Man, you gotta stop that, man. That $5
Don't get me
special gonna
started
kill
on
you.
that shit.
Word, man. Shout out to Astor's. Go get you a ginger and beet special, man. All that shit gonna have you right, man. But yeah, man, we gotta get the people on the fitness, man. I definitely be seeing all the young women of good faith at the La Movement and the La Zumbas. If y'all,
Yes,
if y'all ever need
crazy.
a nice massage after one of y'all sessions, I am at FredoFarealxTrueyVXLaLaWoods
Now you
on
coming
Instagram.
off for my girls.
You know what I'm saying? I do home consultation as well as, you know what I mean? All that good shit. But let the people know where they can find you if they want to lose some weight, you know what I'm saying?
If you want to not lose weight, because you know people have this thing like, oh yeah, because in 30 days I'm trying to this and I'm trying to do that.
Right.
If that's what you're looking for, don't call me, because I'm a realist. I'm a straight up. I'm a 100%.
It's a lifestyle.
It is a
I be
lifestyle.
trying to tell people that, like, yo, they be like, yo, bro, I see you, blah, blah, blah. Like, my homies that be around me, I be like, yo, bro, it's a lifestyle. I eat different. My thoughts is different. I'm at the gym.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's 100% mental. That's
Word.
what people don't get. They come into it with the wrong mentality,
Word.
and then they can never come out on top because your mental is what you have to change first. So the first thing I tell people is, it took me 4 years to get where I was at.
Facts.
And even now, I still struggle with things
Yeah.
because it's an everyday. As much as your life changed, you change your shift at work, you have another baby, you move to a different side of town. Every little thing will affect how you eat.
Right.
Like, I moved into the inner city. I've never really lived inside of Buffalo. Besides with my parents, I've always lived out here, Tonawanda, Elmwood, Kenmore. So I never had to worry about eating. Even if I wanted to eat out, I was surrounded by goodness.
Right.
Now I live in the inner city. I'm surrounded by all that shit. So I just be like starving.
Yeah,
If
you
I
might
want
have
to,
to.
if I want to eat out, because it's like I don't eat out of corner stores.
Right.
I don't support the corner stores, so I'm not buying anything out of them anyway.
Fact.
But you know, I live a different lifestyle, so I choose not to eat this stuff. There's nothing in my neighborhood that I can eat.
Right.
I have to literally go outside of my neighborhood. So it really is 100% mental. Like, one thing I always tell my clients, because people always hate healthy food, like, oh, healthy food tastes disgusting. I'm like, you
That's
drink
a lie.
alcohol?
That's a lie.
My number one thing is, if you drink alcohol, then you can eat something that tastes disgusting, because alcohol is fucking disgusting. I don't care what you mixed it with. I don't care
Right.
what is disgusting.
Right.
So if you can stomach that, you need to stomach this spinach. Get over it.
Definitely, man. I gotta get off the couch, man. It's a lifestyle,
That just messed
man.
up your whole mental, because you never even looked at it like that.
I do think liquor's nasty.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is
It
nasty.
is. There's no.
But it
Yeah.
make them panties come right off. So we gonna keep that shit.
And you drink and you drink and you drink that nasty crap.
I be telling niggas that, like, yo, bro, you cannot smoke, drink, and eat ass and not work out and not go to the sauna. Like, you gotta do something to balance it out. Like, we live a crazy life, bro. Like, for real, if you think about it, smoking, drinking, laying down, you gotta balance that shit out, man. Like, niggas gotta balance it out. We gotta be here for the kids, man, for our kids, you know what I'm saying? She said she don't support parenting.
The world is overpopulated with people.
Yeah.
And people are selfish. So you just want to have a little you. No, it's some kids sitting around being abused. They need your help.
So you feel
you
like
want to have a
people should have
baby?
kids
Go
no more?
get one of them damn kids off the orphanage. Stop having babies. Bad kids is bad. They carry germs. No, Chris.
Lala
No,
hate the
baby.
kids,
I
man.
don't hate the kids. I actually love the kids. The kids help pay my bills. And no matter what, no matter how far I try to get away from them, my life always ends up surrounded by kids. I think it's God's funny way of saying that's fine. You ain't gotta have no babies, but you gotta deal with them all the time. Ha ha. But no, I don't think. We don't need to have no more kids. We need to get a rule like China.
You crazy. I think black people need more kids. We need
Hell
more black
no.
kids. We do.
Especially not black people. I think we need another 100 years before we start reproducing again to get our
shit.
minds right.
Why you think that?
Because niggas is ignorant.
Well, all black people ain't niggas, so you gotta
Well, then
separate
I'm
the
not
two.
talking to those. So if you don't fall into that
So you
category,
should
don't
say-
have to worry
you
about
say
it.
We niggas should stop having babies.
Yes.
Not black people. Because I think we need 100 million more black people. We need to take this bitch back over. I think that's the main issue. And we don't know who we are too. You know what I'm saying?
So why you gonna have more little babies who don't know who
Because
they are?
we still can't let them take over. Meaning white people.
Who is them?
White people. I'm not scared to say their name. White people.
Is it just them?
Man.
I was about to say, is it just them?
It's white and black. Nah.
Yeah.
It ain't rich. You think it's rich people? Go tell John Henson that when he went in that store and they kicked this big NBA black ass out and said, nah, nigga, we don't serve your kind here, and called the police on him. Bruh, that's rich and poor. That's rich. He can win there and bought that shit if he wanted to. It ain't about rich and
Rich,
poor.
wealth,
Rich and poor.
there's
Go tell
levels.
Jay-Z and Beyonce they can't king they black ass to Canada. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with rich and
So
poor.
if
It's
they
black
have
and
more
white.
kids, that's not going to gain them access.
I don't think not having more kids is positive neither. Why would you want to? That's going to decrease our existence on this planet.
I'm not talking about black people not having more children. I'm talking about everyone.
Oh.
That's across the borders.
I'm focused on black people. Come speak in the mic, young man, if you're going to speak. We want the people to hear your opinion.
Come on.
I believe that it's more class because of the fact that when they have access to more because of money, then they can keep people locked out. And the fact of the matter is, we ain't locked out of nothing. We make it.
Who's not locked out of nothing?
We make ourselves feel like that. Like we are the actual consumer. So it's like, it's really just like giving you your own rope. Like the more we start to free our minds of like things and thinking that matters, that's how the whole
Thinking
system
of
is.
what matters? What exactly are you talking about?
Like money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody think it's race, but it's like
it is race though.
Like,
anything boils down to race.
we've been set up. We've been like separated by color and complexion for a long time. Race was invented in America. You know what I'm saying? So like the bigger issue in the world has always been like rich people, like royalty, and poor ass people that don't have nothing. And that's a matter of information. Like since the beginning of time, it's like
That's a fact.
we are the royalty. We like self-said that we are by God. We the people that's chosen by God to have all of this shit, and we keeping it away from y'all. And that's like in a sense like.
When did that change? When did it go from poor people to just these people?
Well, I mean, it didn't change. I think it's just like evil. It's just like good. It's just like bad. It has a way of like materializing and growing. Like you find people have found more ways to enslave us, to enslave people's minds, and furthermore, just like literally like try to annihilate a people. Like I feel you with the white and black shit, but I know it's bigger than that because they gonna kill their own people too. They gonna kill all
so
the like.
If
you know
it's
what I'm
bigger
saying?
than that, why is it so much effort to be? Why is it so much effort to minimize to hide our greatness, to minimize it? If it's not about rich or poor, it's not about white or black. Why did the entire nation benefit off us and deny us all of our greatness?
You
If
mean
it's
why
not
did
about
we
that.
allow?
We allowed it.
That's the difference. Is that as a
What do we allow?
we
allow what?
we allow, for instance, as we talk about, just say on a day-to-day basis as a woman, if I'm a woman and I'm amongst you gentlemen and you guys are discussing whatever specific topic, maybe you are downplaying women or whatever the case, if I allow you to do that in my presence and I don't speak up and create a different standard saying, no, I'm here, that you allow that. And so that's kind of what we do. Or I can, one, let you run wild with it and then degrade myself and come down myself and say, okay, well, you know, it's cool. And I'm just gonna go with what y'all going with. I feel like as a culture, we go with what they say.
As far as what?
as far
Standards of
as
beauty,
as
things of
far
this.
as right, we let them tell us what skinny is in. When
Well, how can you blame somebody who's been mentally enslaved for over 400, 500 years?
Are we still mentally enslaved? Are we not
Yes.
educated now?
No.
Exactly. Well, that's my point, because we've allowed that. So we now have had access to education. People have fought for that, and we still are enslaved. Why? If we have access to education and higher, power, and people are getting out of the hood and people are getting into wealth, you talk about Beyonce and Jay-Z, why are we still enslaved? How are we not educated? Because we choose in so many different areas. We choose not to go to school. We choose to be ignorant niggas. We choose to dip out. We choose to, I just want to be about the drug life, or I want to be like a rapper. I want to do this and I want to do that. And it's a cycle. It keeps going on and on. Those men raise men to what? Do the same thing. Uncles tell their nephews, oh, little nigga, you da 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 da. And that's what they do. We don't empower each other. We don't educate each other. As he mentioned before, it all comes down to information. The information is there and none of us are looking for it. None of us are taking it in because we're listening to what the media tells us. We watch TV and that's what we mimic. But what images do they put on TV? What they want us to look like.
Right.
So they tell us be a nigga and we be a nigga.
Right. So
Period.
Do you
So why are we enslaved? We choose that.
So do you feel like, what do you feel like would be the alternative? What would you feel like? You feel like information would be like freeing us, would free us as
Information has
people?
always been power. That's why they fought for it.
So
But
what
the
do you-
difference
so
is
what makes you
somewhere.
feel like, I'm trying to just, okay, my point is this. Where do you find the blame? I feel like you kind of letting white people off the hook.
I'm not
Because
letting.
look, let me
I'm not
explain
letting
you. Let me
them off
explain
the
you.
hook.
Because if you upload a virus to a computer, like David Banner said, this is a great quote. If you upload a virus to a computer, right, and then let the computer go, and the computer act a goddamn fool, is the computer to blame or the person who uploaded the virus to the computer to blame?
Both.
When you create a system,
Because-
hold on, when you create a system of not giving anybody anything, when you take all their resources, move them to another land, and then strip them and then say, you know what, y'all go free.
Absolutely.
You
So
tell them to read one
So
book.
how
Hold
long
on,
are
you
you
tell them
going
read
to
one book.
blame them
Hold on.
versus
Hold on, I'll let you speak.
rising?
I'll let you speak. You let them read one book and believe in this one person. That's all you need to know. That's all your people knew for 500 years, and you just let them go. No counseling, no psychology, no resources. You take all the resources from them and just let them go free.
Okay.
And then say, them niggas acting fucking crazy over there.
Okay.
Can you blame the people or the situation that they've been put in?
Yes,
They
I
don't
blame them.
understand how to access
I blame the
information.
people. You know why? Because slaves.
How? Hold on.
Because slaves.
I know people who've never left the east side of Buffalo.
Listen, I'm about to tell you why. Because you know why? Slaves were more empowered than we are today.
How do you figure?
Because they had sense of community. They had their backs against the wall and they still
definitely agree with
survived. They survived. If we were slaves today, we will all be dead dumb niggas. Because we don't know how to stick together as a race,
That's a
as a
fact.
community. That's why, because even though they were literally stripped of everything, they still found a way to make it mentally, physically, emotionally, every day. And everything was taken from them. We're not even strapped like that.
I'm gonna tell you one more
But
thing.
why?
Too.
But we're still in it way deeper than they were. Why? Because it's by choice.
You know
So
what?
it's not 100% they fault. Because you know why? What we talk about all the time, especially rappers. Oh, I'm from the hood, but I made it out. Regardless of my situation. So I don't give a fuck what situation somebody put you in. If you didn't make it out, whose fault is that?
I'm not saying that you.
Why
have
are you
to-
not rising above it?
Right. I'm not saying that you have to be. This is gonna be your outcome because you from this situation.
But that is kind of what you're saying. You're
No,
saying
I'm
if these
not.
are the only
I'm saying
resources.
I understand why a lot of our people
Now you
are
trying to
still
play.
there.
You trying to play both sides. I do
I'm not.
too.
I, said
I do
I
too.
understand the mental aspect. I can't blame black people being in the position they in.
I
Because
can't blame
understand
white
the
people.
mindset
I
there.
can't
Oh,
blame
can.
white people either.
I can't because everything was fine before we met y'all. That was why.
That's
I
not
can't,
true.
Because we were the
I grew
greatest
up- I
advanced
grew up in the
civilization.
same
We were
neighborhood.
the greatest advanced civilization on earth. We still use the same science that we created, the same mathematics. What we doing?
I understand
the same
that.
language we speaking, we created that.
I
So
understand
when
that,
you
but in
come and we met you-
2016
hold on.
though,
when we come and we met you and all this shit fucked up, yes, I can blame you.
in 2016, I can't keep pointing the finger to the suppressor.
I'm not saying it's an excuse at all. I got one more point.
I'm not
And I would
disagreeing with what he's saying,
I'm not
but
disagreeing with you either. But I'm saying this. I feel like we was together. Even I would say fuck slavery and shit. Let's take it back to 1940s, 1930s when we had bus companies, taxi companies.
Yeah.
We had our own businesses. Black people was in order. What happened?
They burned it down.
No. What happened
They
in
did.
1965?
They did burn
1967?
it.
What happened? No, we integrated with white people. And what happened? We lost who the fuck we were. That's what happened. White people, we lost who we were. I can't say white people to blame because you know what? It was our fault for wanting to mingle with those motherfuckers. Something was inside
So
us
does
that
it
said,
work for the Asians because they
Right.
closer to white?
Something said in our brain, yo, we want to fight to be like these motherfuckers, to eat with these motherfuckers, to dress like these motherfuckers.
That's what I wanted to say to you, like, to both of your argument, like, what he's talking about and describing is a real thing, and it doesn't.
I'm talking about a psychological.
Yeah, yeah.
Post-traumatic after slavery.
I'm talking about post-traumatic
Yeah.
slave disorder.
And it's like when I think about it, like my grandma,
Speaking the mic, bro. Can nobody hear you over there?
I just want y'all to hear me.
No, you gotta let the people hear you. It's just real for it.
Everybody's
Speaking the
listening.
mic.
Speaking, like when I think about my grandmother and my grandfather and like how they think, you know what I'm saying, and the fact that they was affected by their parents and history, like thinking about what history is, like we all being affected by our parents and how they was raised in the world and how exactly. So it's like
we are very far detached from.
the world is changing though. The world is changing in so many ways because it's like these old people have to die. Just to say it like in rough terms, like that all ideas are dying, but the energy is not dying. So with these kids coming up and with us talking about things that we know, I think the bigger thing is like not talking about the problem because we can't blame shit on nobody. It's like it's not no.
And we can't ignore it neither.
I mean, I understand that.
That's the point I'm trying to make is no, we could blame them all day, but that's not going to bring us up. That's not going to fix it.
Right.
There's no
And
solution.
us ignoring it not
Yo,
on either.
on some
We
G
not
shit.
even
You remember?
talking about
I know my mom used to teach me this. Like, you might not be cool with everybody. It's like, but they're saying like keep your friends close, your enemies closer. At the same time, bro, like it's so many black people that just got shit fucked up. It'd be like, damn, like who are we fight? Who am I fighting for?
Right.
If anything, I'm just fighting for my family and like hoping that I could bring some good people into this world and that like other people learn from that and the world is a better place in general. Because I don't want to
they
be
are
on no
so
fuck white people shit. Because I know like they a part of the slavery too. Like when Jim Crow and all of that they was being brainwashed just as well as we was being brainwashed. And it's like, man, like when you just
I don't know when no white people was being brainwashed. When? I'm trying to figure out
you
where.
figure when you're born, you're not born a racist.
because bro, racism.
What era are we talking
racism
about?
is
What
a
are we talking about?
in any era,
Racism
really.
I'm,
is a-
I'm responding to his question.
That's like a systemic. This racism that they built up is a systemic thing. Like the fact that they put black like house slaves against the slaves in the field, light
you
skinned
said
slaves
white
against
people
dark.
was
Yes, the
brainwashed.
same
How?
thing.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Because the thing is, like, they're a part of it too. Like it was no such thing as white. White wasn't it when these are Europeans that came over to a new land. The term white was created when other foreigners came over and somebody chose to build separation. That's the same thing that the Irish dealt with when they came over here. White wasn't always a thing. Like these terms that we have now have been created over time, and that's the part of history that we don't know. Like more people, I hear so many black brothers of mine, bro, that argue this. Yo, man, we got fuck these white people, and it's like, yo, bro, what the fuck is you reading? Like, if anything, we need to be educating on ourselves. It's like chess, bro. Like you can't play the game until you know what each piece is doing. That means you have to sit down and you have to read about that piece. You have to understand it in order to like fight against it. And it's like if you don't, you're gonna go crazy because
I think being mad at somebody or being angry is not gonna get nobody anywhere. But I also feel like we have to understand how all this shit started. That's where I'm at.
I feel you.
I feel everything you talking about, and it's absolutely right. I don't hate nobody.
The
and I got
information
plenty of
out
white
there,
people.
though. The information
But
out
the
there.
information is what's been hidden from us, and I want to get to the root. I want to get to
I feel her on that because
problems,
bro, time out.
bro.
Just
I want
like-
to get to where did this shit start at? Why is it like this? Why do we think this
You
way?
was just-
and
you
you
was
have to take it to where this shit began.
You was just
it
talking
didn't
about
start
it.
when we was chilling in the jungles. It didn't start when we was all together. It started when we had separation, when we met them.
But see,
that's
bro,
my whole point.
this is real shit though. What you talking about is not hidden information. Like this is
It really is hidden because motherfuckers got to search
let me
for it, bro.
let me put you onto the perplexing thing, bro. The fact that everybody knows this shit and people just act like it's not real. This
Why?
because
Why?
Bro, well, that's what
That's my whole
Jadakiss
point.
was asking that, nigga. What you
Why?
mean? Like, what the fuck? This shit is crazy.
I know why. I'm telling
This
you
shit
why.
is-
I'm asking you why.
Bro, if I knew the answers, I wouldn't be doing
I'm
this
telling
shit.
you why. Nigga, because they run this bitch.
It's the rich people. It's the rich, though.
Nah.
Right.
And what's the rich? When black people were out of slavery, we own 1/2 of 1% of the wealth in the United States. Guess how much we still own? 1/2 of 1% of the wealth in the United States. It's about rich versus poor.
First of all, the thing that got motherfuckers.
Hold on.
Don't nobody own none of this shit.
Come on, bro.
Humans got shit fucked up altogether.
You right.
It's like,
Exactly.
it's like
The whole concept of owning land is fucking crazy.
the information.
That's the whole point, bro.
I want to own me some land. I tell
I
you
do
that.
too, but it's still crazy.
Information is more, cause like you saying though, you want to own land, like you own some land. Now you gotta teach your family how to till that shit,
Right.
take care of it. That's
Right.
all information. That's all knowledge that like we don't need in that system. Like you don't. The real to real. If you really want what you seeking, bro, go turn in your social security card. Go turn in your.
What I just posted the other day online. I just post. It's too late. You can turn it in all you want. You already in the books, so you can turn it in.
Exactly. So
You already done so.
Now you gotta play the game, bro.
Yeah, it's all a game. That's the whole point. But who created the game? You feel me?
The ultimate creator, because bro, the
Right.
The game is life. Don't get
No,
Right.
God didn't create this confusion.
I feel like
It is the Matrix. You think I don't know that? I know this the
All
Matrix.
that matter is this shit right, like
Right.
like your family, your kids. So all you can do for
But
that
when these
is-
motherfuckers out here taking your kids from you, bro, and all this other shit,
who taking who kids?
bro, they can't
you don't watch the news?
People, kids are just getting taken on the street. Like, oh, y'all walking up the street, we taking them.
That was the same thing about performing arts, bro. I was in class with motherfuckers that like, just from looking at how they was and how they walked, I knew that their mind was different. Like they was not being affected by the outside
Right.
things and shit like other
Right.
people. Like the kids that we look at and be like, oh, that motherfucker.
I think
weird
that's
as
our
hell.
issue
Because
too,
they
though,
don't give a
bro.
fuck about their kicks and selfish shit like vain ego.
So we should just ignore the outside world and just care about family and self?
I think I actually agree with that. I agree with that concept in the way of how you are arguing so deeply that we need to point the finger and say, you know, they.
No, I just
They
don't
are
wanna
not going to
ignore
give
it.
you your 40 acres or a mule.
They not.
So
These
why are you
motherfuckers don't even
so why
have
are you
souls
steady
that
looking
even
at them?
corresponds it.
Why are you steady looking at them to
my
care?
problem is black people don't understand where this shit started. We don't even understand who our true
So-
God is.
so
that's
this
the
is-
problem.
okay, so that's the
issue.
that's the
with
even
black
bigger
people.
issue. That's
We
the
don't
even
understand
bigger
who
issue.
We are. Fuck them.
But that's the even bigger issue as to why you need to stop pointing the finger towards them, because that's what they want. They want you to keep
Lala, you
to
missing
not
me.
know.
You
No,
missing me.
I
I'm
understand
talking about where
you.
it started. I don't care about the white people.
Yes,
we
you
don't
do.
understand us.
No, we don't. But
And
why not?
why is that?
Why not?
Lala, what are you?
Why not? Why don't we know?
What
Why
are you?
don't? Why
Time
don't we?
out. Time out. What are you?
I am a
Are
human.
you Sudanese?
I'm
Are
human.
you Ethiopian?
I'm human.
What are you?
Human.
You don't know where you come from.
Human.
Okay, you don't know where you come from.
But knowing where I come from, I'm not going back there. I don't give a fuck where
So
I
you
came
don't
from.
think knowing where
I'm
you
trying to
come-
move
that's the
forward.
problem. We
I'm
don't
trying
care
to
about where we
move
come from.
forward.
Why don't we care about where we come from?
It's not about
It's
care. If you
PTSD. It's
really want to know where you come from,
post-traumatic
you can
slave
go
disorder.
to the ancestry and
Come on,
travel,
Lala.
trace your shit
You
back. If
missing
you
my
really,
whole point.
if you really want to
It's
know,
not
what you
about
gonna
that.
do? You
It's
gonna
about why you don't care about where you come from. Is my whole thing. You
because I
even
don't
care
because I
about
don't want to
it.
pay the money to get my ancestry traced. That's
We on two different pages, man. It definitely got lit in here,
it's
man.
not that I don't care about where I've come
just
from.
said it.
No, because in the sake of the argument that you're making in terms of why we suck as a people, I don't
why
at
we
that point.
suffer as we still do as a people.
I feel like if everyone knew where they come from, where their history was tied back to, that's not going to change their forward progression.
I think it will. I think if you really truly know who your grandmother was, what language you spoke, the shit you ate, the culture you worship, the people, that's gonna change everything inside of you. You don't know who you are.
I feel like
it's gonna change something inside
I
of
feel
you.
like the current generations, and I say that because I work with children.
It's gonna change
The
something
current
inside of you.
generations and their young parents who are raising them, who are also ignorant. It's not, because we are way
That's my
too
whole
far.
point. That's why we
they
need to
are.
know who we are.
They're
it's
way
gonna
too.
change something inside you, I promise.
No, inside of you. You know why? Because you're educated, and there's a certain level of knowledge that you thirst for. Our culture does
That's
not.
why the education
But our
is gonna
culture
change
does.
you.
But
I was just like
so
them.
why? So why
I
are
was
people not
ignorant
being
just like
educated? So
them.
why are we still not going to college? Why are we still dropping
don't
out of
got
high
shit to do
school?
with
Oh,
college.
it don't. But that's education. Now
No,
you're
that's not true
contradicting
education.
it
I
right
didn't
now.
learn any of that shit I learned in any book I went in any college. I had to go out and learn it myself.
Okay.
You think them white people gonna teach you about
It's
who you
not-
are?
it's not
Fuck
about
outta
the
here.
white people
It is
teaching
because they
you.
write the books. You heard of McGraw-Hill?
No, people who
They
are
was telling people black
people
people
who
were
are culture,
indentured servants.
bruh.
They write the books. What are you talking about?
The sweet thing about all these words and shit and like the knowledge and information, because like you were saying though, like when we was children, we read shit like kids.
Right.
You grow up and you understand.
You question it,
But it's
right?
That's the whole beauty of it, because it's truth out there and it's lies out there, and it's really like I feel like more of your argument, what you really mean is just like it's just a choice of whether you want to accept the bullshit,
Right.
or live a lie. However, I feel what you saying, you know, in a sense where like, bro, it's like we know where we come from. We have to like live that and understand it.
Can nobody hear you,
Because it's
bro?
like can't nobody. That's the divine part about it. Can't nobody take it away from us. That's why the industry is what it is now, because this shit ain't nothing if it ain't no hood. They ain't got nothing to talk about. If it ain't no struggle, ain't nothing for them to. Man, fuck the mic.
Yo, man, we lit, man. It's intellectually ignorant. It's getting real deep. We got True V going off in the back. I know y'all hear him, man. We just in here kicking it, man. We just in here kicking. Shout out to all the good white people out there. We don't want to kill y'all. We love y'all, man.
We don't want to kill you.
My man's white.
Shout out to Hannah. Shout out to Hannah and Jessica, man. We love the white people. We just gotta let y'all know y'all started all this shit. That's all. It's all love. Just say y'all started it. We forgive y'all. We gonna do some Jaeger bombs and it's all good.
See, absolutely not.
Intellectually ignorant. Episode 24, we lit. Shout out to all the burbs and white folks popping Molly. We gonna see y'all at the next Travis True V concert. Make sure y'all bring pilly and weed and mushrooms. We out. One.
Yeah. This week's Intellect of Ignorance is going out to every man in the world, especially you rappers that's out there. Every time y'all get challenged, feel like y'all need to show how much money y'all got. Let me tell y'all something, man. Respect lasts way longer than money, man. I'm tired of grown men pulling out money every time you get challenged to a physical fight, a contest, or anything manly. You lose, somebody take your girl, you know what I'm saying? You get beat up. Dudes want to hop on Instagram and pull out their cash like that. That's a justifier. Like that means something. Like that just clears everything. That don't mean nothing to real people out here, man. I'd rather my respect than money, and men need to understand that. You know what I mean? I'm really like, me and my dudes is really last of a dying breed, because I don't understand what be going on with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get called out, you know what I'm saying? And boys want to pull out money, man. Like, stop it, man. That shit is ridiculous. It's disgusting. Everybody got money, dog. Everybody. But everybody don't got respect. You know what I'm saying? You can have money and get that shit took because you don't got no respect out here. Get your respect first, man. Stop pulling out money when y'all get challenged. AKA, and I'm speaking to the Rick Rosses. When Haitian Fresh just pressed you, you want to talk about a Bentley you got. What's the dude? Black Youngster. When people accusing you of sleeping with a transvestite, you want to pull out your Rolex and talk about your bust down Rollie. What does that have to do with anything? What have we become that's just the standard? Forget everything else. I got bread. That's beyond crazy to me, man. Meek lose the battle. He want to put on Instagram, yeah, I got these racks though. So what? You lost your respect. Bow Wow, the same thing. Him and Young Bird going at it this weekend, talking about how much money he got. You soft though, bruh. Stop it. I wish y'all would really stop it. I'm tired of it. Another thing, grown men who never been in the streets, stop claiming gangs when you 30 years old. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all don't got no role models. Y'all got kids out here to raise, man. What is wrong with y'all? Like, seriously, man. So this intellect of ignorance go out to all these dudes who still don't understand life. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand life at the end of the day, man. You know what I mean? And be a man. That's the most important thing. Money is not real. That's what people got to understand, man. So, man, this intellect of ignorance is going out to every man who's been challenged to a physical altercation, to a mental altercation, an intellectual altercation, and you resort to your money. That's not what men do. Intellect and ignorance goes out to y'all. One.
Bucka. Ha. You know the deal. This is me, dog. Beats by Supremo for all of my people, Negroes and Latinos, and even the grain.